Thank you for joining our virtual information session for the 2017 Storm Grant jobs. My name is Chelsea Detweiler, and I will be facilitating this workshop in which you will learn more about the employment opportunities offered through the Storm Grant. These are unique employment opportunities, so we are hosting this information session to make sure all participants interested in working under the Storm Grant are well informed. The Storm 2017 National Dislocated Worker Grant, NDWG, is a federal grant that the County of Alameda has been awarded in order to provide funding for 60 individuals to fill temporary assignments to assist with cleanup, demolition, and repair of public parks, roads, and other infrastructure that have sustained extensive damage due to recent storms. These paid temporary assignments may last up to 6 months. The grant is facilitated by a partnership of agencies, including Rubicon Programs, which is the organization I work for, which is conducting recruitment for the grant, the Alameda County Workforce Development Board, Oakland Private Industry Council, which is handling payroll, and many partner public agencies. Participants will be employed by the grant, but working for various public agencies. Partner public agencies include East Bay Regional Park Districts, Alameda County Office of Emergency Services, Alameda County Department of Public Works, and many more. As you will notice in the grant's title, National Dislocated Worker Grant, the grant is designed to serve dislocated workers. We will go over who is considered a dislocated worker later in this section, but keep that in mind. Benefits. There are several unique benefits to participants working under this grant. These include making a difference in your community. If you're someone who enjoys going to work in the morning and coming home knowing exactly how you helped others, this is a good opportunity for you. The parks, trails, roads, and other infrastructure you will work on will become usable and beneficial to the community again as a result of your work. It's also a good opportunity to earn income. You can earn $15 to $20 per hour under this grant. This is an opportunity to get back to work quickly. If you are receiving unemployment benefits, for example, and are close to exhausting them, this is a way to put those benefits on hold, earn income, and conserve your UI benefits. Additionally, direct deposit is available to grant participants, so you get your paycheck seamlessly and quickly. If you're grant participants will receive holiday pay for Alameda County observed holidays as well. Another benefit is this is a great way to enjoy the fresh air. If you've done outdoor work before and enjoyed it, or you enjoy outdoor recreation, this might be a great opportunity for you. It's also a great opportunity to learn new skills. The positions under this grant are considered entry level. Any new skills or knowledge you need to perform your duties at work will be taught to you. It's an opportunity to work alongside and network with public agencies. This is a great way to get your foot in the door and to get a good reference if you're interested in any of the previously mentioned public agencies, or if you're just interested in work in the public sector in general. This is also a great way to avoid gaps in your resume and employment history. As I mentioned earlier, this is a great way to get back to work quickly. Additionally, because this work is funded by a grant, there is assistance available for the provision of work gear and related materials. For example, good work boots can be expensive. The grant can help pay for boots and other necessary gear, so that's not a barrier for you benefiting from this grant, and so you're well equipped on the work site. Additionally, need-based assistance is available for work-related transportation. For example, gas cards if you have difficulty filling your tank to get to and from work. Storm Grant eligibility. This employment opportunity has specific eligibility requirements due to the provisions under the funding grant. To be eligible to work under this grant, you must, first, be at least 18 years of age. You must also be considered a dislocated worker. For the purposes of this grant, this typically means you are either eligible for, currently on, or have exhausted unemployment benefits in the last 6 months. However, if you have ever received unemployment insurance benefits, even if it was more than 6 months ago, you might still be eligible. This would require a case-by-case determination, and we would need additional information about your situation. Additionally, we need to be able to document that you are a dislocated worker. So you will need to be able to provide a unemployment insurance award letter, EDD printout, or something similar. Alternatively, you're eligible for the storm grant if you have been unemployed for at least 27 consecutive weeks. You may need to provide documentation supporting this. You must be able to provide right-to-work documentation to work with this grant. This is similar to any other jobs requirement. We do need to see a signed social security card, valid photo ID or birth certificate, etc. At the time of the hire. These are things you're going to need to finish filling out that paperwork. You must also be eligible and willing to enroll in the WIOA program. I will tell you more about the WIOA program next. Lastly, veterans are highly encouraged to apply and will receive priority of service for these opportunities. We would love to put veterans back to work under this opportunity. The WIOA, or Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act program, is a free job search assistance program designed to assist unemployed and underemployed individuals with getting back to work. The program also includes a vocational training consideration piece and funding for approved vocational training. Co-enrolling in the WIOA program is a prerequisite for participation in the STORM grant. Enrollment in WIOA helps us serve you if you need help finding employment after your STORM grant assignment ends. Veterans also receive priority of service in the WIOA program. Now let's learn more about the jobs themselves. The first opportunity available under the STORM grant is the crew worker position. Under close supervision, crew workers will perform physical labor and other related work as required. Crew workers perform work primarily outdoors and usually alongside existing crews to provide additional manpower. Work will take place around creeks, channels, and culverts. Work may include clearing trails, cleaning debris, cutting brush or weeds, maintaining flowways, fencing, and access roads. Crew workers may participate in tree crews, gardening crews, traffic painting crews, etc. So in this role, you're going to be outdoors, you're going to be on your feet, and you're going to be rather active. Ways you can determine if you would be a good fit for this role are, first of all, do you meet the basic eligibility criteria we went over previously for this grant? For example, are you a dislocated worker or have you been out of work for more than 27 weeks? Additionally, are you willing to work outdoors in a variety of weather conditions? Will you work in rain or shine? Are you willing to work in remote locations? Some of the work sites will be within large parks, alongside trails, country roads. So remember, you will always be alongside your crew, but you should be comfortable working in a remote setting, such as the ones I just gave. Additionally, you need to be able to lift at least 40 pounds and perform manual labor for a full shift. So if you're comfortable being on your feet for 8 hours or more, lifting, being active, all with reasonable breaks, of course, this might be a good fit for you. Most importantly, all of the partner agencies that we are working with want reliable individuals with a good work ethic. We need individuals that are going to show up for work each day and that are willing to learn on the job. Again, this is an entry-level position. Any specialized knowledge that you will need to be taught will be taught to you, but you're going to need to be willing to learn. For additional information and a full job description for the crew worker role, check out our job board on EdenAreaOneStop.org. The direct link is below. The other position available under this grant is the crew leader role. The STORM grant allows for up to 10 crew leaders to help provide leadership for the other temporary workers to be hired under the grant. Crew leaders will not have hire or fire authority, but rather will support the project manager in providing each employer the number of requisite workers for each work site. You're going to be a good fit for this role if you have some leadership experience or supervisor experience in your past. You might also be a good fit for this role if you, again, meet basic eligibility criteria for the grant, meaning you are a dislocated worker or have been unemployed for at least 27 consecutive weeks. If you are willing and able to perform the duties required of the crew worker, again, you need to be willing to work outdoors in a variety of weather conditions. to be on your feet for prolonged periods of time, to work alongside others, as you will still be working alongside the crew even in this leadership role. Additionally, you need to have some ability to liaise or cooperate between employers, project managers, and other participants. You will need to be comfortable overseeing timesheet completion, collection, and submission for your crew. So if you're organized and feel comfortable with that kind of responsibility, this might be a good fit for you. You will need to be able to assist with the time management, logistics, and with filling crew vacancies. So you will need to be able to support the site supervisor to make sure that everything is going smoothly, everyone is out in the field, and all the crew spots are full. Additionally, you will need to coordinate with the supervisor to address any personal issues, quality assurance issues, or supportive service needs you observe at the worksite. For additional information on this role and a full job description, check out our job board on EdenAreaOneStop.org, or the direct link is below. Some additional general information about the Storm Grant. The majority of our partner agencies would like participants to work 10-hour shifts. If you're comfortable working a 10-hour shift, this is greatly appreciated. Work weeks will be between 25 and 40 hours, depending on the needs of the assigned worksite. For example, one of the Storm Grant crews may work on a Monday through Thursday schedule of 10-hour shifts. They work a full 40-hour week with a nice 3-day weekend. We also want you to know that specific job details and requirements may vary depending on the assigned worksite. Some of these details may include the work location, the shift length, and shift days. Additionally, it's important to note that work sites are public lands located throughout Alameda County, so reliable transportation to get to the work sites may be required. Generally, once you are assigned a work site, that is the work site you stay with, so you won't be switching to different work locations every day, but you do need to be able to get to your assigned work site for each shift. Work clothes, including rugged jeans and closed-toed shoes, are required, and we expect you to show up to work in that attire. But remember, assistance for the provision of work gear and related materials is available, so this cost does not have to come out of pocket. So now that you know a bit more about the jobs under the Storm Grant, we want to let you know what the next steps are in case you're interested in applying for these jobs. After listening to this virtual information session or attending a session in person, you will be able to interview for these opportunities. We will show you how to set that up in just a moment. Once you are interviewed, we will determine your fit, and if you are determined to be eligible and a good fit for the role, we will invite you to get enrolled with the Storm Grant. Getting enrolled involves some WIOA paperwork and payroll paperwork. Once this is all done, you are eligible to start working and get assigned to a work site. You will be entered into our pool of Storm Grant workers. From there, we will assign you to a work site and establish a start date so you can start working as soon as possible. Thank you for listening and learning more about the 2017 Storm Grant opportunities. If you'd like to interview, or if you simply have additional questions, please contact me directly at 510-259-2209 or Chelsea H. at rubiconprograms.org. Thank you.